Very shortly, we'll be joined by News Central's correspondent Emmanuel Bagudu, who will be giving us more update from Kaduna. But in the meantime, we also have Luka Binniyat, the spokesman, Middle Belt Forum of Nigeria, who joins us now for some insight into this latest development. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me just start off by asking, regarding this recent incident, how does the police explain the initial denial of such a large-scale abduction? What failed in the intelligence chain?
Viewers, good to be here. Well, you see, this is just a manifestation of the shoddy and unserious manners that security is being handled in Kaduna State. It is baffling that with all the social media, postings and clear evidence that people were kidnapped in that large number, the police commissioner will have the effrontery to come out and give barefaced lies, that such criminality did not take place. But in reality, he was actually misled by the chairman of the local government, Kajuru Local Government Council, who is in the person of Madaki Dauda, who was actually in the community, and he was briefed by even some of the hostages that escaped. But in the typical eye service of Nigerian politicians, he attended a security conference shortly after to assure the Security Council that no such thing took place. So the Commissioner of Police, instead of him to also make his own finding, confidently came out and rebuked those that were, spreading the criminality. So it's quite a big shame.
Okay, what exactly changed between the first police statement and this exact confirmation? Is it new evidence, is it pressure, or is it international attention?
It doesn't have to be international attention. The evidence from what journalists on ground were able to unearth, the huge public outcry against the sensitive, announcement by the police commissioner, and then the mounting evidence on Facebook, on the social media, had to force them to face reality. So, of course, international pressure was there. In fact, it further, validates the pressure in which the international community was mounting on the Nigerian government. And this is the pattern of wickedness that has been going on in the Middle Belt, because Kajuru, dominated by the Adara ethnic groups, form part of the Middle Belt. As we are, Southern Kaduna is part of the Middle Belt. So this kind of criminality has been going on. In fact, 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago, 20 people were kidnapped from that village, from the information reaching the Middle Belt from 20. They were in the throes of that, grieving when this other mass kidnapping took place. So in and around, in fact, the Adara land has become more like a favorite hunting ground for these wicked terrorists.
So with over 100 worshippers taken during church services, I want to find out why there was no immediate security presence in a known flashpoint like Kajuru. But in the meantime, we have our correspondent, Emmanuel Bagudu, who is also bringing us live updates from Kaduna to shed more light on this development. Emmanuel Bagudu, if you can hear us, what is the update that you have on ground for us at the moment?
The community members who I've spoken to yesterday actually are waiting to hear some kind of apology from their local government chairman. That's the local government chairman. He's the person of Dauda Madaki. So they expect to see some kind of apologies from him, and of course they expect some kind of attention, security intervention, because there was no single security office in the community, I believe. The security operatives left.
Okay, we're struggling with the audio from Emmanuel Bagudu, but as soon as we can establish the stable connection, we'll get back to Emmanuel. But in the meantime, let me come back to our guest with us. So we were talking about the fact that there were over 100 worshippers taken during church services, and this is not the first time that we're having such a large number. I remember the students that were abducted, and you will see a large number of people moving, and there will be no immediate security, and that's similar to what happened in a known flashpoint like Kajuru. Why was there no immediate security presence?
Okay, you need to understand the size of Kaduna State. Kaduna State is 46,000 square kilometers, and Southern Kaduna on its own is 26,000 square kilometers. That's bigger than Kano State. That's bigger than Abia and Imo combined. So to police that large stretch of land is not an easy task. And you know, our people live in segregated communities. People live on their ancestral lands, and the spacing between community to community is on the average it's times of kilometers. From the main road, from the Kachia Kaduna Express route to that very community, Kurmin Wali, is roughly about 7 kilometers of uncharted bush and very rough roads. So it's not easy to put military posts all over the place. But the community members too, most of the times, try to form volunteer guards or vigilante to guide their communities, and they are always also in communication with the nearest military or police posts. Something must have gone terribly wrong for that lapse in communication between the locals and the nearest security post. But the denial of the police and the chairman of the local government complicated matters, because that also gave the criminals ample opportunity to walk away. Like I said, it is nothing new, but this very kidnapping is the largest single kidnapping of farmers outside the abduction of school children in Kaduna State. This is the first time that farming communities will be invaded and that large number of people are kidnapped. I don't think it has happened anywhere too in the Middle Belt, apart from the Chibok girls who were kidnapped in 2014. Chibok is also part of the Middle Belt in Southern Borno, but since then, no adults have been kidnapped in this. So this is a very sad new record.
All right, Luka Binniyat, spokesman, Middle Belt Forum of Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us and lending your voice to this conversation. We'll see how that goes. And in the meantime, we'll go to our correspondent, Emmanuel Bagudu, who is live on field to give us more updates on what he knows so far and what he's been able to gather. Emmanuel Bagudu, if you can hear us, what's the update that you have for us? Have you been able to confirm any ransom payment that has been made or any response from the authorities so far?
Actually, when you look at the last, what the spokesman of one of the lines of the spokesman of the Middle Belt, Mr. Binniyat, just said, he said that the denial by the refusal by the government authorities to act fast has made the kidnappers to be very, very comfortable in their dealings. They have adjusted, they have taken their time, and they are actually trying to start contacting family. Family said nobody has contacted them. But the reason for that is the fact that it has already been established that there was no kidnapping at all. So definitely they will not be expecting the kidnappers are being tactical. They want to just remain mute, and then by the time they confirm that the issue has died down naturally, they will not start contacting family. But for now, there is no any contact. There is no any issue of whether ransom. No family member has been called to come and pay any ransom for now. And that we expect. I was told that government authorities are expected to be in the community by now, but I've not had any call from that. But if there's an update, I'm going to provide that to you. Thank you.
All right, Emmanuel Bagudu there with the update from Kaduna State, and we're waiting to see what the authorities actually will say.